Okay, take two. I didn't mean to hit that button. Oops. So, back to Rena. Eventually I'll figure out how I want to pronounce her name. Alright, here we go. Yep. I was testing something. So, we'll need to go back and talk to Alpha now. I did get on with Runja the other day and go through missing dungeons, so my journal is much cleaner now. Went through missing dungeons and the two primals I had missed extreme-wise. So, journal's all clear for the moment, with an exception of the one I picked up from my grind company. Wilbur, it'll brief you when you get there. So they're gonna go with her mom. Yeah. Out you go. So they're gonna protect Flamine while she's out. And to work we go. Wilbur should be around the back here. There he is. I'd like to hope so. What? Aliens begin marching. Okay. Welcome tidings, and away we go. So the Garleans want all the ceruleum. They need it for all their devices. It's how they power everything. There we go. So, originally, when you did this, you had to find all of these stupid crates, and one of them was up on top of something. You had to climb up this set of stairs, up onto the pipes. Go to the Crystal Braves. Yeah. So these crates are everywhere. There was one like back there, but there's one like up here. You just have to walk all the way up the stupid pipe for a single box. Alright. Hey, the party's all here. Oh, good. Alright. Yeah, don't want to fight here. That causes explosions. There we go. Scatter. I'd be wary of the crazy lady with the axe if I were them. I still don't like you. Alright, yeah, everything's coin for you. Yeah, the three of them are one army, and I'm the other. Oh, go away. Oops. Okay, thanks, I guess. Go away. Okay, sorry. Why is that not working? Oh, so. Okay, it's showing. Okay. Sorry. I hate when I get those users in. Go away. And again, you still have to walk this. Be careful out here, you'll pick up all the earth sprites while you're at it. You stop that. There he is. Alright, contact the fourth, let them know west is clear. Now let's see. We haven't changed. Who we get today? Oh, that one's boring. Come on. Oh, it's Libidia. He's adorable. Yeah, I bet. Unfortunately, the signs by return to duties. All but the one with the X. And our first face-to-face meeting with Nabrialis. We've seen him, of course, but not face-to-face yet.
The beast seemed peckish, so I gave it a taste of my axe. I know. As Urianger never tires of reminding me, an axe ill becometh the hand of a scholar. What can I say? I like axes. To hear my mother tell it, I came into this world holding one.
Must have been painful for your mum.
And it's not as if it stopped me picking up a quill, is it? I often think of the man who introduced me to the joys of learning. He's one of the reasons I decided to come to Eorzea. Him and my excruciatingly stiff childhood friend. Considering how unalike we are, it's a wonder we ever got on. The world's a strange old place, isn't it?
Yeah.
Aye, that ought to do it. So far, so good. At these concentrations, it shouldn't matter too much if something goes awry. Just enough ether to make it interesting. Did you see that? The way the crystal glowed? The siphon works, I'm happy to say. With
Good.
a few refinements, it should satisfy our appetite for ether. Which just leaves the small matter of forging our blade. I'm not sure how to go about it just yet, but I swear to find a way. I'll put a blade in your hands if it's the last thing I do.
Well, that's one way to put it.
She senses me. A useful talent.
Hanassian, are they onto us?
By your brand, I see you are an Archon of Sharlayan, keeper of knowledge, seeker of truth, meddler.
I don't know what the hell's you're saying, but I don't much like your tone.
Your instincts serve you well. But calm, be not unsettled on my account. That
He's
lovely
so
brow
weird.
was not made for frowns. But I waste my breath. Let me direct my words to one who understands them. We meet at last, warrior of light. I am Nabrialis.
Asshole
and you
extraordinaire.
have long been a thorn in my side. I suffered the overweening presence of La Habrea that men might host the power of gods, only for you to undo my hard work.
Yep, I'm good at that.
Oh, bugger.
Yeah, shit.
Do settle down. You must concede that I acted in self-defense. But what's this? I do not sense the blessing of light. Oh dear. Could it be that frail Hydelin has forgotten her champion? This I did not foresee.
He's also a member of the Convocation, marked by
Shorn
mask and
of light
robes.
as you are no longer a threat. And better yet, the seal is broken. Now is the time to claim the staff. With it in my grasp, I shall rise above them all and take my place
Not
at Lord
Elidibus,
Zodiac's
but
right
that's
hand.
harder to explain.
What did that bastard want with us? Nobrialis, he calls himself. With charm like that, I'll bet he has maidens falling at his feet. Unconscious. But this staff... You say just talking about it had the bastard grinning like a brat on his name day. Must be quite a staff. Oh, gods. He means Tupsimati, Master Louis Soir's staff. Minfilia's in danger. We have to get back to the Rising Stones.
Alright. Time to deal with Nobrialis. His stay with us is not short enough. Anywhere near short enough. Wait, what did I do? Okay. So now we must get back to Minfilia. Alright, because... Let's go. Bless you.
Thank you.
And of course none of the others are back yet. They had other things to do before returning to the Rising Stones. No one else is here.
You two.
So, you were able to divine my intent. What now, warrior of light? Ah, but that name is no longer fitting. You have become decidedly dull, and quite incapable of barring my entry.
Jerk.
What do you mean?
You truly do not know? Then I suppose it is only right that I enlighten you. The blessing of light kept you and your fellow meddlers safe. It was that which prevented my kind from entering your domain. My kind, I say, though it had no power over the likes of Elidibus and La Habrea. Being of this world, they could come and go
Or him
as
itself,
they
should he
pleased,
wish.
while I could only look
But he's
on.
napping. That's what he does
But
best.
I need look no longer. Now that the seal is gone, I mean to act. Unlike the others, I am not given to waiting. I shall take that staff and bring about the next rejoining.
Rejoining? Then it was your doing. The Isle of Val, the scholars, all of it.
You will not harm her!
Moonbreeder!
Why must you insist on forcing my hand? Did you learn nothing from our last meeting? Ah, but I forget. My words fall upon deaf ears.
The staff is but a broken relic, a memorial to the departed. What possible use could you have for it?
What use? You mean to say that all this time you kept the key, never knowing what it was you possessed? The staff Tupsimati, or rather the stone tablet it bears, is host to a great power. Together with the horn, it can be used to draw vast quantities of ether from its bearer's surroundings. How else do you think Louis Soir was able to invoke the power of the 12 without making them an offering of crystals? Summoning requires not only prayer, but a profusion of ether. Even a child knows that.
If I did not know before, you may be certain I do now. But above all, I know that we cannot allow this staff to fall into your hands. I will die before I let you take it.
Insufferable woman. I would happily end your miserable life here and now. Alas, Oedipus would never let me hear the end of it.
Nope.
Very well. If you will not part with the staff, I will take you too.
Yeah. I know.
After them! Quickly! Before the rift closes!
And of course I'm the only one left. So there are no scions here. Chrysalis. There they come. Whether they want to or not. Here we go. Chrysalis is in the trial roulette. It's where a number of these people probably are coming from. Come on. Come on, little derpiest. Let's go. He's such a creep. Let's play. And they're saying not to use the ad on him because you need to use it on the tear in the next part. Alright. Balls. Yeah, I understand the concept. I can't catch red. Don't do that. Damn it. Alright, everyone up. Get him. Get him. Alright. Alright. No more balls yet. That's next. Not far enough down. Now we are. Nope, one more. There he goes. Different colors. Don't hit the same one, don't hit the same one. I needed that. Thanks, I guess. Okay. Alright. I can do that too, wise guy. Okay. Not time for the rift yet. Okay. That and in. We're looking for a tear when it pops. Where is it? There. Okay, you got him. Okay, damn it. I'll be the damn tear. You know, how many times do we have to say? Oh, you wiped us. I've never actually seen a wipe in there. Ugh. Alright. I don't think we get LBs. I didn't think so. You know, pay attention to the chat. I'm going this way, because everyone is here. Don't hit the red black one. You have to alternate those, honey. Oh. No. Alright, take two. There we go. There we go. Come on. I need black. It's gonna hurt. Let me get it. No, that's gonna hurt. That hurt a lot. I don't know what color I had last. And I can't run. There we go. Alright, come on. Alright, let's see. Ah. Alright, now. In we go. There's my mouse, okay. Take two. No. There. Albeit. Thank you. Jesus Christ. Come on. Well, kill him now. You have no healers left. And no el... Why is that so hard? Yeah, you have a time frame for that. Yeah. Come on. I really don't want it to do this fight a third time. Thank God. Ah. Alright, out we go. Have to look at that in a minute. And we're out.
You're safe. Thank the 12.
You may have bested me this day, but what of the next? What of all the days to come?
Well, you won't be a problem.
Remember, light no longer holds sway here. I may return whensoever I wish, again and again and again. Eventually, you will falter, and the staff will be mine. Until next time, scions.
There will be no next time. This is the end.
What trickery is this? No. No! Cannot! No!
Didn't you see me do it?
Use Tube Samati to gather ether. Quickly, before he breaks free. Concentrate. Call to mind the time you struck down La Habrea with the Blade of Light.
Easier to concentrate if you quit yelling at me.
Why won't it work? Is it because we lack the blessing of light?
Damn it. So much ether. And it still isn't enough.
Fools! No mortal prison can contain me. I shall make you pay for your insolence.
Yeah.
Please, Mother Heidelin, hearken to our plea. Lend us your divine light. Why can you not hear us? Do our words no longer reach you?
If only we had a bit more ether.
Moonbreeder, what are you doing?
Master Louis Soir, I understand now. The choice you made. In death, there is life. Farewell, Urianger. You damned old coot.
I mean, she's already dying.
Moonbreeder! No! You mustn't!
What? No! It cannot end! I am eternal! I am immortal!
Not this time. Alright.
Moonbreeder. She's gone.
Welcome to the theme for the rest of this expansion. Death.
You did it, my friend. The Ascian is dead. This device is a legacy of Moonbreeder's toils and sacrifice. I shall hold on to it for safekeeping.
You stay there.
Minfilia, are you all right?
I am.
Oh, we were surveying northern Thanalan when we received the distress call. We returned as swiftly as we were able.
It seems you have everything in hand, however.
What happened here? Where is Moonbreeder?
Super dead.
She gave her life to temper the blade of light. I have no words.
Rather than await the inevitable, she took her fate into her own hands.
Does Urianger know?
My friend, there is something I must tell you.
I heard all, my lady. The moon sinketh, taking her leave of the heavens. Yet her passing heraldeth the coming of a new day. Moonbreeder hath fulfilled her destiny, hath she not? Long ago, far across the seas in the Charlayan motherland, Moonbreeder and I did study under the sage tutelage of Master Louis Soir. Full oft did he impress upon us that knowledge existeth to serve the greater good. This sentiment, however, was contrary to the nation's policy of neutrality, which censured intercedence in the affairs of foreign lands. In spite of vehement opposition, he founded the Circle of Knowing, and journeyed hither to the heart of Eorzea. Through his noble sacrifice was the realm spared its doom. Yet this great soul, whom all should rightly have honored, was branded a pariah in his own land. His peers did accuse him of forsaking his duty as a man of learning, and of meddling in the course of history. When he left Charlayan behind, Master Louis Soir gave no word to signal his intent to Moonbreeder. Close as they were, as master and disciple, She was deeply wounded by the sudden exclusion from his confidence. Above all, however, she was confused. Try as she might, she could ill comprehend her master's motive. The slanders that were heaped upon him after his passing served only to inflame the turmoil within her. For years upon end, she knew not what to believe. Torn as she was twixt the man whom she revered and the man who forsook her and his duty both.
The Louisois I knew would never forsake his duty, much less one of his own.
This I know full well, my lady. 'Twas not for want of love that Master Louisois hid his intent. He but desired that Moonbreeder discover her own path, free of the shadow of his influence. Long did I contemplate revealing the truth to her, and long did I hold my peace. After all, was it not Master Louisois' wish that she come to the truth unaided? I told myself it was, and resolved to let her suffer. Knowingly did I deny my friend the comfort she craved. And now she hath gone to her rest, with doubt still in her heart. Speakest thou in earnest? Did Moonbreeder truly come to understand Master Louisois' will before the end? The realization hath set her free. She may now find the peace which hath for so long eluded her.
Poor Ariane.
Oh, Moonbreeder, my dearest, how I shall miss thee.
Moonbreeder gave her life that we might possess the means to defeat the Ascians. Her sacrifice must not be in vain. Let us continue her work on the Blade of Ether and see it to completion.
My lady, I would mourn Moonbreeder in mine own way. I beg your permission to return to the Waking Sands.
Of course, my friend. Take all the time you require. We shall be here should you have need of us.
Poor Ariane. Yeah, they like to add to it. Yep, you were right in the end. Alright. So out we go. Alright. It will have a hell of an effect on Ida, as you'll notice. Alright, why are you not doing what I want you to? Let's see. Okay, that goes on there. Alright, that's what I was looking for. Oh, here. The Mark of the Scholar.
Forgive me, Moonbreeder. Had I been quicker or wiser, but I was not, and you paid the price. But you would not suffer us to wallow in our sorrow, would you? You would tell us to pick ourselves up and get on with it. And so we shall. We shall defend this realm and her people to the last.
Oh, hey, buddy. Forgot you're here.
Life for death, a fair exchange. Other bargains will be struck.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Doesn't make them fun. Doesn't help that the lack of the Blessing of Light is what allowed him in there to begin with. So Midgaunt Summer's interference is what let him kill her. Excuse me. Alright, so we should have the stuff with Ishgard and Wilred. Started early because this is going to be a longer one. There's not really ways you can break this up without either having a really short one or a really long one. Might as well get on with it. Right. Yeah, it's going to take a lot more. towards the light of a new day. Okay. Alright. That is not how I had that done. That's why I had those off that way. Because otherwise that'll kill chat logs. I can always check it later. Okay. It's on the other one. It's fine. Poor Ida. Even worse when you get to the end of Heaven's Word. And you know why she's like this. Because Rowena gives her a hard time. Yeah, the Domans aren't here. There was no one here when the fight went down. There you go. And that's why she doesn't want to come talk to you. You'll find out more about the mask later. Much later. But later nonetheless. That won't come about to the beginning of Stormblood. But they do finally explain it all.
I'll never forget you, Moon. None of us will.
The song riseth to a crescendo.
Oh, look, it's the Crystal Tower.
Is that what I think it is?
Hello, can you hear me? We have received grave tidings from Ishgard. Pray return to the Rising Stones at once.
Here we go. Let's go play. Moon'll be mad she's missing all the fun. Dun, dun. Alright, and we go. Alright, here they come. Should be Lucia. Alright. Yep, need help. Fully sanctioned. Yep. Yeah. Back to Dragonhead. Cutscene. Did some damage. And the heretics.
The sons must answer for their father's misdeeds. Only then will the cycle be broken.
Will they? But it won't. Cute that you think so.
Brothers and sisters of the heavens, we raise our voices and join you in the chorus. The sinner's feeble magics are undone. Come, claim your retribution.
Yeah, she didn't think about that too thoroughly there. Since those feeble magics also protected the children within the walls. The innocents who have done nothing but be born. Oh. It's like, now what? Oh, forgot about that. You'll deal with that in a minute. Let's go talk to this real quick, and then we'll go to the high gates there. Yeah, there's shenanigans going on at the gates. You just watch them. Alright. Saying to her own defenses, yada yada. Not doing it right now, though. Can I go up this way? Just barely, it seems. There's White Brim. And the Gates of Judgment. There we go. First one. Yeah, first line of defense is shattered. And if you paid any attention to the other things, it's a good chance all those people who follow her are tempered. Alright, here we go. Yeah, we were being nosy, I think, is how that works. We're good at that. It's only fair you're gonna ask a bunch out of me. Yep. Oh. He should. It's his encampment, after all. People don't like the tilting. I think it's cool. You know, meet us where he normally does, but you know. I didn't come to listen to me prattle, but we're going to anyway. Back to the same room. Back where we normally are. Inside we go. We'll spend a lot of time in this room, believe it or not. Should be getting our buddy, meet our other buddy here. Yeah, so we gathered. Estinian! if you start as a dragoon or as a lancer to a dragoon, he has other commentary to say, and it's funny because before this point you've already kicked his butt in a one-on-one fight. So there's commentary about not coming to kick his ass today. He's kind of stiff, but he's funny. One of the 7 great children of Midgard Summer. Dragons are another matter. Yep. Yep. No, probably not. He does have a right of it, though. Even though you kind of do. Yeah, he's a problem. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, let's just say the least. Yeah, he's not here. I wasn't sure if he was. Talk to the antecedent. So, return to the Rising Stones. Yeah, Emmerich not stupid. He does know that the threat of the Garleans being at our doorstep is enough to make people want to help. Let's see.
Alfino, it is good to see you. Tell me, what have you learned?
Pray summon the others. Everyone must hear my report.
So this was all but a taste of what's to come.
Right.
Indeed. The main host advances upon Ishgard as we speak.
Whose vaunted defenses have been nullified.
Shorn of its wards, the city will bear the full force of Nidhogg's fury.
All those people.
Alfino is right. The Dravanians cannot be allowed to prevail. If Ishgard falls, all of Eorzea will suffer the consequences.
No different than if we let
Then
Ul'dah
you
fall.
agree that we have no choice but to intervene. For the good of the realm, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn and the Crystal Braves must join the defense of Ishgard.
Let there be no ambiguity about what has been proposed. We would be directly intervening in the war. But if all here believe the cause to be just, then to war we shall go. The path we now embark upon is perilous, but I pray you will walk with us to the end. For those we have lost, for those we can yet save.
Right.
Then it is settled. I shall inform the Council of our intentions and request that they contribute their own forces to the defense of Ishgard.
Alright. And continue away. Yeah. We are right across the, stone throw away. Smart to warn them what's coming. She is good at what she does. Don't have to have her sicked on you. There is no escape. There we go. Yep. And to be fair, the Adventurers Guild must protect the city first. Some of these people will, some of them won't. It's a good idea. Oh, hey, real. Empire. No more than a collection of mercenaries. You're not wrong. No, he wouldn't. Alright. So no one has seen Wilred since the things at the processing plant. And for a child who wanted to do right and make up for his mistakes, so unfortunately in this case Wilred paid the price for his honesty. So he's of Ishgard. And he's like, nope, I'm good, thanks. We did our best here. Maybe. Anyway, back to Ulda. So that we can be in the middle of everything else. And to the Chamber of Rule. Alright. Let's begin. They're a snippy lot, too. And forget that he's a child.
We are well aware of Ishgard's dilemma, and we agree with your assessment.
But we're not helping.
Then I trust there are no objections to the Crystal Braves' intervention.
Uldar has none.
Gridania does not object.
The Crystal Braves are yours to command, Alfino. Do what you will. We shall pray for your success.
Yeah, that's telling.
It was my hope that you would offer more substantial aid than prayer. I know it is within your means.
Do not presume that you have knowledge of our every concern. The Garleans and the Beast Tribes are but two of many. We are not in a position to contribute greatly to the defense of Ishgard. Not when our own homes are still under siege.
We dare not leave our interests in Cartano undefended as well. Telegi Adalegi and his ilk would seize control of the territories in our absence.
The enemy is at their gates, and you would cower behind yours?
No one is cowering, boy. We will offer what support we can.
Aye, support. A handful of men and no more.
Would that we could commit more than a token force to this cause. Yet there are others to whom you might turn. The free companies ever want for work.
Ah, yes. The free companies. They're not like to turn you down.
Unlike you.
I beg your pardon? You would entrust the survival of Ishgard to sell swords? Crises like these are the very reason why this alliance was formed. It is our duty to aid our fellow man.
My duty is to my country and my people. If you expect us to place the welfare of a foreign power above our own, you're going to be sorely disappointed. Lest you doubt, Limsa comes first, then the Alliance, and finally, circumstances permitting, Ishgard and the rest. If you cannot understand so simple a concept, then you have no place at this table.
Should we remind you that he is still a child?
Forgive me, Admiral. I was careless in my choice of words.
I suggest you assemble a party of elite adventurers, assuming you haven't already. Your fellows served us well during Operation Archon. I dare say they will do so again.
Yep, everything falls to me. And you are cowering behind your walls.
If I may, Your Grace, I wish to propose a redistribution of forces. If we entrust the security of Uldar to the Brass Blades for a time, we can dispatch a larger force to Ishgard. Your Grace?
Yes. Yes, of course. Do what you will.
Yeah, that's not suspicious in the slightest.
Is Her Grace not feeling well?
To the best of my knowledge, Her Grace is in perfect health.
I see. Carry on.
And he's right to be annoyed. to the steps of faith. Fight has begun. It's the reason I made it a favorite. We spend a lot of time bouncing in and out of the Gates of Judgment. And away we go. Ah yes, the beast, the ride into the fury of war. I'm sorry. Alright. Sign the Crystal Babes. Have you join them. Out we go. So there are skirmishes going around outside of the gates that they would like us to deal with. There we go. Down. Like. Here they are. There are plenty of Crystal Braves and all dead down here. There you go. Go away. Where's the big one? There we go. Should be one more? No? Must be on the other side. Cannot see anything through the snow. Up, up, up. This is the one with the big one. Alright. There we go. Where's the big one? There he comes. Get him. There we go. There it is. It's kind of hard to see. There we go. Alright. Tishgard. Well, sort of. Foundation of the Arcane Wards. Here they come. Here we are. There we go. What is, yeah, they changed it. It used to be an 8-man. Now it is an instance. Let's play. I don't think I've done it since it became an instance. This will be an adventure. I haven't played this yet. Lots of adventures. Stola, Thancred, Lucia. Yes, ma'am. Let's go. I will if you let me go.
Let's finish this quickly, shall we?
I shall make it quick.
Okay. I don't want to be there. Right? It's not entirely fair. She's behind a thing where I can't reach her. Crap. That's a little unfair here. Yeah, but don't stand down in the middle. Alright. Okay. I'd like to be able to move. Can't? You're not letting go. I'm going.
Ether, to me.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, it's okay. Ow. That's gonna hurt. Thank you. Well, if we could hit her a little harder, we'd be fine. Ow. Ada, honey.
No holding back. Great if somebody, you know. Oh, yeah. This one'll sting.
Oh, that's right. We get a Stinian here.
Know your folly.
working on it. I'm working on it. If we could just many dragoons, we'd be doing better. You stood in the fire. You kind of earned that one. Come on. Hate this fight. You could kill her well before you got this far. In the... I don't know if DPS was good enough. You wouldn't even get to the second one. Come on. There we go. Come on. Almost, almost. Got it. I hate that fight. Apparently that's going to be a nightmare. It was much easier when it was an 8-man. Because you never made it this far unless the group was terrible. Yeah, we killed the big one. So now the rest are taken off. Since they fight from the sky, dragoons are fascinating in that. A lot of dead. But all ours walked out, for the moment. Victory nonetheless. I get to fight Nidhogg later. That's always fun. Hammock. Yeah, I got work to do first. Yeah, always on me, huh? So they all head back to their respective nations. And we return to the Rising Stones. There we go. In we go. That's what happens when you're the administrator. Alright. Yeah, it's not my only chance to do anything. Avengers contingent. Uh-huh. Have to for the course of the realm. So we get this cute little side quest with Tataru. Oh, did it? Let's see. Our missing clerk. Which is so cute. Gotta have something lighthearted in the middle of all this. she's up. There she is. I always know what to say. I didn't say anything, but I'm glad you think so. There we go. Back in. Yeah, far from your intent. Aw. Got flattened by a lalafell. So, I have 2 for 1. It's ever been full of surprises. And no scholars around. We're babysitting is what we're doing. Alright. We'll do scholar duty first, mostly because its ending is depressing. And then we'll go from there. Because Tataru's is adorable. Look, if that's all it takes to make him happy, dude. Come on. South Shroud. Alright. So, we'll deal with this first. He's at Camp Tranquil. So we're on babysitting duty for a few minutes. No, he's right here. Not my fault he got hurt. Don't get snippy with me. I'm meaner than you. Alright. No interruptions. He's snarky the whole time you're watching him, too. Could you fight quieter? Yeah, I'm so sorry. But the things trying to kill you were not quiet enough for your convenience. You killed that one. Yeah. How dare you kill them so noisily? I'm sorry, I'll try to get them to eat you quieter. Hey. Brat. And as I said, he's like that the entire time you're following him. I think we only have to do this 3 times, though. Alright, more dangerous beasties. Go away. Yeah, a bit blasphemous. You're not wrong there. Kinda wish you were, but you're not. There's a third, there's one more after this, at least. Yeah, that's something I've looked at in a while. Alright. You know what? Forget it. I'm gonna murder everything. It'll be fine. Since you decided you had to drop your stuff on me. Couldn't wait a sec. Alright. The stench. Yeah. We had a great time. Alright, so we have this one. And then he's going to want to do one further. Alright. Veda. Gonna do more measurements. Earth's found. Alright. I saw that. Don't you dare. I can't go any further up, apparently. Alright. Good enough. There we go. Earth's found. Here we go. As I said, the ending of this is depressing. Lower. Yep. Hello, Well Red. Yeah. Yeah. Gutted. And by somebody he knew, because he didn't fight back. We'll leave that for now. Because I'll have to turn them both at the same time anyway. But there's our missing child. Let's go do something cute for a few minutes, shall we? To the Arcanist Guild. Arcanist Guild is fun. Gives you 2 separate quest lines as you go. She's downstairs. In the long run, you have 2 classes that go together. Scholar and Summoner. They level together regardless of which one you level. Look, she's so cute. This quest line has reaching effects all the way into Endwalker. It's hilarious. She's here. Singing as she goes. Where do you learn some of these songs? I'm pretty sure she makes them up as she goes. She makes the cutest little Arcanist, unfortunately. There it goes. Poor Tataru. It just does. Bye. I told you it's so adorable, Satch. It ran away and left her. You will see that thing in the most random places. It will just appear. Wild carbuncle by itself. No summoner. As I said, you see it in Endwalker. It's hilarious when you do. Or somebody mentions it. Or you see it in the wilds. It's hilarious. It's just gone. And that's the blue magic. I could pick up Dancer if I wanted, but Qs are awful for that. There we go. There you go. No being discouraged. Next. Alright. Of course not. Costa de Sol. And if you think she's cute now, it's about to get even worse. That one. There she is. She's not out in the water yet. Look how cute. Let's see. I already found one. Keep an eye out while she's working. Call yours. I can call mine. Go get it. Alright. Make sure I'm out of the way of other people who need to get theirs. There we go. There we go, almost. You got a head start. Yoink. There we go. And that's Tataru's little side quest. Used to be a lot longer, too. She's so cute. There was a whole quest line with a hammer and wanting to be a miner. And you had to go get it because they didn't bring it to her. It really was an adorable thing. And that's the reason we didn't go back to the Rising Stones yet. We've got to go anyway. Might as well turn them all in at the same time. And continue on. Alright. In we go. Let the chaos begin. Okay, let's start with so that's turning into Taru's. Was just a boy, and he was young. Alright. Need to set them aside for now. Still have things to do, unfortunately. Events of Ishgard. And many to mourn. Yeah, not a good victory. Alright, to Uldal we go. Ah, Ryle. You don't know about Wilred yet. Sod it. By Mirage Chest. Poor baby. All because Telegy. Yeah, well, you have no idea. Started early planning for this to be a long one because of all that is going to happen. Want to get through the bloody banquet. We can walk into Heavensward Wednesday, since it's more or less the end of it. We have one little quest left. Probably. So I have a short quest here. Well, you won't, but you don't know that. Alright, so back down to the quicksand. Actually. Should be right at this doorway. Close. Wrong door. This door. Alright. Elaine, yeah. Short message, but yeah. This is relatively short. Okay, so we're waiting. Talk about being depressed while you're sitting here by yourself. Something laying on the ground. Larantis. Not seen her anywhere near here.
O Sultan Tree, hallowed spirit of my line. Through my weakness, the glorious house of Ul has all but disappeared beneath the sands. For want of the strength to raise it up again, it were better that it fall. Forgive me, but I know not what else to do.
Poor Nanamo. Okay, so we will return to Ul'dah. There we go. And once we go up, it's going to be a lot of cutscenes. Alright. Been called for by the Sultana.
You needn't trouble yourself so.
Your grace is most kind, but it is no trouble to me, rather an honor. If your grace is ready, I shall summon the warrior of light.
I am.
And everything's going to go to hell in a handbasket. Because here he goes. Dolorito, Dulala. There's Emmerich.
Everyone looks to be in high spirits.
With good cause.
A common victory may serve to unite even the most unlikely of allies. You've brought us one step closer to a united Eorzea.
Your modesty knows no bounds, antecedent. Were it not for your efforts, Sir Emmerich would never have become such a steadfast ally. When he convinces his countrymen to rejoin the Alliance, we shall all reap the benefits, military and economic. I tell you, we are on the cusp of a new era of unity and prosperity. Territorial disputes are all that divide us now. But I have faith that we will find an amicable solution in time. And failing that, I'll have my trusty warrior of light box the ears of all concerned. Speaking of whom...
She will be joining us shortly. A matter at the quicksand required her attention, but it did not sound serious.
Alright, so the meeting with Nanamo is nothing but cutscenes beyond. So away we go. I don't like these cutscenes. This will be the first time I have watched said cutscenes in full since I did them first. back when the game started. Well, when I went through, I started in early Heavensward, and I have not watched these cutscenes since. And I still don't want to. So here we go. Okay, to the Grace's chamber. Yeah. Let's go. There is a button. Now it'll go on its own.
Enter. Your Grace, your guest has arrived. Pray, come in and take your ease.
Tis well that the steps of faith held against the Horde.
And what of the city proper?
You didn't care
We
before.
sustained some few losses, but the heart of our nation yet beats with vigor. I am not certain I could say the same had we not received your most generous aid.
Yeah, is that what we're calling it?
An attack on Ishgard is an attack on the realm. We stand together, we fall divided.
Such noble words. After the fact.
I had hoped to speak in the presence of her grace, but it seems she has been delayed. That being the case, now would seem as good a time as any. Honored friends, pray allow me to convey Ishgard's warmest gratitude for your part in the defense of our lands. Tis upon the success of this very alliance that my recommendation to throw open the gates of judgment shall be founded. With the blessing of the Archbishop, it is my hope that Ishgard will soon be reunited with her long-estranged sister nations, and that Eorzea shall once more be as one.
Very well.
Is aught amiss?
Nothing to worry about. I shall return anon.
You keep telling yourself that.
You wished a word, Yu Hase?
And now things are set in motion.
You may go. Your Grace. You must be curious as to the reason for this private audience. The matter I would discuss, however,
will soon make apparent the need for discretion. I intend to abdicate the throne and dissolve the monarchy. You have seen for yourself the storm of turmoil that howls through our streets. The government fails in its responsibilities, and my subjects suffer the consequences of our incompetence. But I will see them suffer no longer. The victory feast shall provide the stage on which I declare the dissolution of the Sultanate. 'Tis mine intent that the ruling class of our golden city should take its place beside the common man in a fair and equitable republic. No more shall this nation bow to the whims of a privileged few. Yet, that which I propose will entail the tearing up of this city's very foundations. And even Roban, with all his strength and influence, will be hard-pressed to keep his footing on such treacherous ground. Thus would I ask you to lend him a steadying hand. You who have endured the wrath of innumerable foes are the one hero in whom I can place my trust. Will you do this thing for me? I am truly grateful. More grateful than I can well express. Much of my dread for the coming days has been quieted.
Maybe it shouldn't be. I hate this cutscene. And of course, in here by myself. Ah, hi, Telegy Adelegy.
Your Grace! Her Grace, the Sultana, is dead. Poison in her wine? You did this!
Yeah, totally beyond that.
Spare us your denials! I see no other suspects, and the room has but the one entrance.
I wasn't involved with the wine.
I hereby accuse you of regicide. Men, arrest this viper.
I could easily just slaughter the lot of you.
Sir, barring a few exceptions, we have detained all those with allegiance to the Scions. The Rising Stones is also under our control.
And what do you hope to achieve with this mutiny?
Why, that which we have striven for all along, Commander. The salvation of Eorzea.
Hmm. Better enjoy it, because it's going to suck in about 2 minutes.
What is the meaning of this?
Knights from the homeland. This cannot bode well.
No, it never does.
Lord Commander, we have received an urgent message from the Holy See. I am grieved to report that your serpentine foes have resumed their assault. Needless to say, your presence is urgently required. These knights have come to bear you swiftly home to Ishgard.
A surprise
Use your headphones.
We've had no such word from our men, and the timing is most fortuitous to catch us away from the city.
Most fortuitous indeed.
Lord Commander, we must away.
Mm-hmm.
You have been a most gracious host. I hope that I might one day return the favor. Come, Lucia.
Yeah, you're about to miss all the chaos. You should leave. You're far too pleased. He is the bard after all.
Whatever is going on in there?
I suggest you run, little girl.
Ah, the ever-dutiful brass blades. I must apologize, but my dance card is rather full. Another time, perhaps?
Banquet of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. You stand accused of committing acts of espionage in service to the Garlean Empire.
Right, while he was possessed and all, you know.
Espionage? What in the seven hells are you talking about? Ah, if you're referring to that business with the Ultima weapon, then you must understand, I wasn't myself.
Under interrogation, an Imperial prisoner revealed your involvement in numerous dealings with the enemy. We've also been investigating reports that you are a practitioner of forbidden arts.
Joys of being possessed by an
You'd
Ascian.
best come along with us.
I wouldn't hold your breath on that.
You invite me to your party and now you want me to leave? I do so detest receiving mixed signals. Come then. I believe I've lost my appetite for this farce of a celebration.
You have no idea how much. Drop the remote again?
You go too far, Lord Adelechi. By what right do you march armed soldiers into a royal banquet and eject state visitors without her grace's consent? You treat the brass blades as your personal army and show contempt for the throne with your every act. Leave us now.
Is that an order, General? Mayhap you have mistaken me for one of your flames. You will find I am not so slavishly obedient. And you lecture me on personal armies! As for your outrageous claim that I have shown contempt for the throne, let all here observe that it was not I who feasted while an assassin removed its occupant.
No, you just caused it.
I expect this is your idea of defending the nation, is it? This and diluting our forces through these distractions in Cartano and Curthus.
That's because you want Cartano.
I do begin to see how the ranks of the Immortal Flames came to be riddled with Garlean sympathizers. You are plainly unfit for command.
Wait, goddamn you. Your words make no sense. What assassin?
You mean to say you don't know? We caught the vaunted champion of the Scions in her Grace's private chambers, not moments after the deed was done.
No! No, this cannot be!
Save your breath. You will need it to plead your case. You and your entire order are to be tried for this atrocity.
Hey, we're all in here.
Bring in the prisoner.
One who let you take them, just so you're aware. I could have kicked your ass too.
This woman stands accused of poisoning Her Royal Majesty Nanamu ul Namo and is suspected accessories to the crime. All members of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn will be detained for questioning.
This is madness!
What a pity. Who'd have thought your tale would end like this?
Keep wishing.
Should you demand further proof, a vial with traces of the substance used to poison her grace was found upon the
Which was
assassin's
left
person.
for me, of course.
How very convenient.
You would speak of convenience? Who persuaded her grace to host this celebration? A diversion which presented you and your confederates ample opportunity to commit the crime, and a crowd within which to fade from view. A more convenient occasion.
Wasn't our idea.
Scarcely imagine.
How dare you! After all we have done for Uldar!
Hold your tongue, witch! I'll not be ensorcelled. I know all about the dark gift that you and your disciples wield.
Do you? Obviously not.
Oh, yes. I've observed how you worked upon the minds of the Alliance leaders, bending them to your will. And what of your cordial relationship with Sir Emmerich? For years, Ishgard abjured all contact with the outside world, and now the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights treats you with the familiarity of a childhood friend.
We did work for them.
I'll
You
tell
should
you
try
what
it.
I think this desperate defense of Ishgard was but a ruse to deceive us into dividing our forces.
We fought there too,
Your
asshole.
next move will be to charm your Curthan allies into invading our lands.
You're
Now,
funny.
That is truly ridiculous.
How do you even think of this stuff?
She cannot be dead. Stand aside, Ilbert. I want to see the Sultana.
Spare yourself the pain, brother. I saw her with my own eyes. For a mercy, the poison took her swiftly. Her handmaiden can attest to that.
Yeah, she's being paid to.
No!
Plainly, the Royalists can no longer be relied upon to keep our nation safe. And so it falls to the monitorists of the Syndicate to govern Uldar. But should you wish to help us, General, we would be more than happy to entrust the task of planning Her Grace's funeral to you. It seems only right that you should bury your precious Sultana, and we will be glad to be rid of that burden.
You're poking the bear.
I'll bet you will. You more than any man.
Whatever do you mean?
Yeah, he's not as stupid as you'd like to think.
I mean you had her killed, you black-hearted bastard!
What rot! Though I did have sufficient motive, 'tis true. That young lady caused me no end of grief. She always was a most unwilling puppet. I dare say Her Grace was grateful that someone thought to cut her strings.
Yeah, poke the bear. Go for it.
You would mock her, then mock her from hell!
What?
Bitch. Oh yeah. At least you got what you deserved. Bastard. There they go. You did say you worried what he would do, so you thought you should poke the bear. Not very bright, are ya?
Have you lost your mind, General? It is forbidden to draw steel in the royal chambers, much less slaughter our fellow syndicate members.
Don't poke the bear, Lolorito. He's already slaughtered one.
You're one of them. You've been in league with the Scions all along.
You know what the hell you're doing. You're just as involved.
You're next to scheming bastard.
I mean, he's already killed so much about cutting an arm off before betraying an old friend.
Oh, Raban!
Seven hells!
Admiral, we must leave.
Yeah. They won't allow them to stay. Their job is to protect their leaders.
How unlike you, old friend. I did not expect to take your arm so easily.
Take the Scions into custody. They have conspired to commit regicide.
We've done
And
no such
arrest
thing.
this traitor as well.
There's still not enough of you. I'm sitting on the ground.
Ilbert, I hope you choke on their coin.
Tis better than the dirt I've supped on these long years. We can't all abandon Alamigo and become great war heroes as you have. You are not the man you once were, Raban. Since that girl strapped the yoke around your neck, you've become docile.
Spit my coffee.
She took the mad bull and cut off his balls. And a bull that cannot rot is fit for naught but slaughter.
Bastard.
Shall I tell you who really killed your precious Sultana? It was me.
he wanted to play. And Lolorito's smart enough to run. You gotta be ashamed that he's doing better with one hand. Thank you.
I never doubted you, not for a moment. But there is more to this than I yet understand. Flee this place. Clear your names. Find out who is behind this plot. It is the only way. Now go!
Come along.
There you are.
Thancred, where have you been?
Avoiding the fumbling advances of some very persistent admirers. When I realized the celebrations had turned sour, it seemed prudent to slip away and take stock of the situation. 'Twould appear that much of the city is already under tight guard. It occurs to me that expanding the Brass Blade's authority may not have been such a wonderful idea after all.
Too late now.
The success of this plan was contingent upon those thugs having the run of the place. Just how long has this scheme been in motion?
A while.
The careful preparations, the maneuvering of forces. I am inclined to agree with the General's insistence that a deeper plot exists here.
But this isn't the place to discuss it.
So, would I be right in thinking we now have an excuse to pummel as many brass blades as we like?
Unless you plan on pummeling them all, I'm not sure that will greatly aid our cause.
Don't encourage her. She might. It is Ida,
The
after all.
Sultana's assassination was but one part of the scheme. We too were its targets. And though we did not share poor Nanamo's fate, we are yet hobbled by the charges laid at our door. Where now might we seek refuge?
Where indeed, we may safely assume that our foe is thought to have the Rising Stones watched.
Forgive me for stating the obvious, but our choice of destination will matter little if we cannot secure an escape route out of Ul'dah. Happily, I believe I can provide one. Papashan once told me about the passages hidden in the walls of the palace. If I recall correctly, the fireplace in Animo's chambers conceals the entrance to a tunnel. It should lead outside the city and allow us to avoid any messy confrontations.
Here they come.
The rest of you go on ahead. I'll handle this lot.
By yourself? I suppose I shall just have to join you.
Crystal Braves too, huh? Now this should be interesting.
Ida! Papalimo!
We will hold our pursuers here. Hurry, now! Find this tunnel of Thancred's.
Let's go.
cannot linger.
Don't make their sacrifice in vain. Let's go. At least Ida will be having fun with it. Oh, didn't run too far, huh?
Now look what you've done.
You got a little too close, is what you did.
Ida, are you all right? There are just too many of them.
I'm fine. I could do this all day. How about you?
Nearing the end of my tether.
Here they come. There aren't that many crystal braves.
This is so stupid. We're the scions of the Seventh Dawn. The ones who stand between this realm and the evil that's trying to destroy it.
And if you think we'll leave the stewardship of Eorzea to the likes of your masters, then you're sorely mistaken.
This is kind of neat.
Sorry I dragged you into this, Papalymo.
'Tis hardly the first time, and I'll be damned if it will be the last. Let them have it, Ida!
I was hoping you'd say that.
But they wrecked all the shit.
I never knew such a watercourse existed beneath Uldar.
The architecture is of the Sildine style, if I'm not mistaken. The ancients plainly foresaw the need for a ready means of escape.
Here they come.
This way!
Well, that didn't take long. It seems these tunnels were not as secret as I'd hoped.
No, apparently not.
You two go on ahead. Thancred and I will deal with this.
What do you mean to do?
Only that which is required to ensure that the dawn's light survive to brighten the morrow.
Turn that off now.
Fear not, antecedent. You haven't seen the last of these fair features.
Sort of.
My friends.
Leave us!
Yeah, you kind of have to yell at her or she won't go. She's already proven as much once.
What is the plan, milady? Shall I take the dozen on the left and you the dozen on the right? The odds are not exactly stacked in our favor.
Numbers will count for little when I bring the tunnel down upon their heads. Though I cannot say I relish the thought of being entombed with you for all eternity.
You wound me. I will have you know that many a maid would kill for the chance to spend forever at my side. Now, may I have the last dance? Well, this is going splendidly. Now would be a good time, milady!
'Tis done. Forgive me, Mitra.
Which is the name of her sister, by the way. You'll meet her later.
Farewell, Nymphelia.
Heidelin, she speaks to me.
Hush.
No. I must remain behind, but you cannot stay with me. Please, you must go on. You are the warrior of light. You are hope for the Scions and for all the realm. As long as your flame continues to burn, the light of the dawn may ever be relit. You must escape and save Eorzea from those who would plunge it into darkness. Tis the only way.
We'll discover more of that later in Heaven's Word, what she's doing. Thus ends the bloody banquet. And until you see it, you don't realize that thing has a hood. Hey, Alphino.
I am glad to see you safe, my friend. What of the others? Damn that man! Teleji played me for a fool! I thought the Crystal Brave's mine till the very moment I felt the blade at my back.
There will be ample time for soul-searching later. For now, we must put some arms between us and Ul'dah.
He's a tiny boy. And a friend.
Well, would you look who it is? Need a ride? I doubt it'll be half as exciting as the last trip we took. Not if I have anything to say about it, Eddie.
Oops, I'm sorry, Vermont. Old friend. There aren't that many Crystal Braves. We know that.
Total, eh? All aboard.
Yeah, we can trust this one. Everybody on. Time to go. So, now you see why I call it the Bloody Banquet.
I was stocking up on supplies over in Vesper Bay, you see, when your sister come up and begged a favour. Said her brother was having some trouble down in Uldar, and likely needed a helping hand getting away.
Hello, Alize.
Thinking them ruins would make a fine hiding place, I decided to try there first. And lo and behold, there you were. Aye, and judging by them soldiers as were pouring out of the city, I arrived not a moment too soon. Ha! Must have been fate that we happened to find you there, though, eh?
I had thought to look out for Alize, but would appear she was the one watching over me. I've made such a mess of things.
And who might you be, young sir?
Adorable is what he is.
Pippin Terrapin, Vice Marshal of the Immortal Flames. I had been on the Alamegan front these past few moons, but an urgent communication called me back to Uldar. Scarce had my boots touched the cobbles, though, when the streets erupted with cries of assassination. I immediately went in search of answers, and came across Master Alfino here. Needless to say, I did not think his imprisonment justified. The blame plainly lies with the Monitarists. Their greed and corruption are well known to me, but for them to take advantage of the situation with such alacrity...
Was that Pippin, you said? Ain't that the name of General Alden's lad?
Yes, I am his son. Adopted, of course. 'Twas only as we were leaving Uldar that I learned of father's fate. Once I have seen you a safe distance away, I mean to return to the city and extricate him from this madness.
Then you needn't travel no further than Blackbrush. Our fugitives have a friend waiting for them there.
I dreamed of bringing about Eorzea's salvation, but in the end...
Poor Alphino. He does get a bit of
I
humbling.
needed saving.
It's good for him. He not be quite so snotty now. And away he goes. And depending on what city you start in, depends on which one is sitting in the cart. He's gonna be like that for a little bit. You gotta get him to quit sulking first. No, it's not how most people envision their first meeting with anybody. But I need a few minutes of sulk. And our friend waiting for us. The Enterprise, of course. Doesn't know what to say. Yeah, Dad would probably have a hard time believing that, indeed. Up we go. Hop, hop. No rest for the righteous. Time to go. Now we're off to safety, relatively speaking. We return to Dragonhead. And one of our stoutest of allies. As you can see, there's been lots going on since we started. I suppose I can mount. There we go. It's quite a long cutscene. We've got one more little set, and then we will call it for today. Alright. Explain everything that happened since we left.
There has been word from the capital. Ishgard has weathered another assault, and 'tis said several wyverns broke through into the city proper. The temple knights succeeded in slaying the beasts, but the intrusion prompted orders to further strengthen the guard, and to place the city under a perpetual state of alert. How keenly we feel the loss of our wards at the gates of judgment. Yet we must not bemoan our misfortune. Sir Emmerich is safely returned from Uldar, and once more leads the defense of Ishgard. As for the matter of your asylum, I am afraid no progress will be made until the threat to our nation is diminished. But do not despair. You are not without allies.
So I got you and the kid.
You are more than welcome to shelter here for as long as you wish. Pray, think of it as a new headquarters of sorts. The falling snows, or some such.
Add something to it.
All frivolity aside, any who come here in search of you will receive no aid from House Forton. For once, the Ishgardian reputation for inhospitality shall work in our favor. Agents of Uldar will find their every inquiry dismissed, and their every request for entry rebuffed, until such time as their masters have acknowledged your innocence. You once fought to preserve the honor of my dear friend. 'Tis a blessing that I may now repay that debt in kind. But let us dwell no more on this. Pray, join the rest of your companions. 'Tis bitterly cold this day. I suspect there are those who might welcome the warmth your presence brings.
He's such a flirt. Alright, so Alphanel will sit here for a minute. Well, that at least caught your attention. He mentioned a companion, but we know where a lot of them lay, or where they were last seen. So let's see, shall we? Couple of short cutscenes, and then we'll call it for today. I'm almost done. You can turn on Re, though.
May as well finish your stream.
There's Tataru. Turned on them in the marketplace. Lady Yugiri. So, the old headquarters at least is long. Yep. Doma still stands with us, and there's a lot of them. And a lot of them are shinobi who are good with espionage work. So we have some help yet.
'Tis all my doing. I believed myself the only one who truly understood Eorzea's woes. And look what that arrogance has wrought. I gave commands, influenced governments with my certainty. I treated the Crystal Braves and even the Scions themselves as pawns in my great scheme to save the realm. But in my headlong rush into imagined glory, I paid no heed to the ground upon which I trod. The salvation of Eorzea. What was it that I hoped to achieve? Did I believe that I could rid the realm of every danger and difficulty? That I could defeat the Empire and the Ascians, and find homes for every refugee? Oh, yes. I was so very clever. Become a guardian of Eorzea, I implored, and sat back to watch my perfect army cleanse the land of chaos, which was all but a means to feed my own vanity. Only when all is lost do I finally realize the truth.
Oh, Alfino.
So, Master Alfino, are you content to remain a broken blade? Is there no flame hot enough to reforge you? What of the fine companions who yet stand at your side? I I dare say the fires of their determination will soon have you slicing the air again with your customary wit.
I hardly deserve such friendship. And besides, where are we to go?
Alphino, if I may? Should this place not serve our purpose, then we shall go to Ishgard. Minfilia told me many times, as long as we stand fast against despair, the beacon of hope will never be lost to sight. Be it in the snow or in the clouds, we few will see that the dawn's light shines again.
You are right, Tataru. Thank you. And thank you for your kind words, Lord Orchefon. 'Tis true that Eorzea yet has her guardians. The Scions have achieved much, and 'twould be remiss of me to discard it all in a fit of self-pity.
Well, at least you recognize it.
Let us then resume our journey, together, one step at a time.
So this should be the second cutscene set of credits. And I'm not watching these, I'm sorry. We will watch this.
All has been arranged as you desired, my lord.
Yeah. Accuse me of stuff, but you're in the middle of it. And looks so annoyed by it. There's the jail. Yes.
I'm watching.
Oh. La Brea. And Elidibus. Yeah, I kicked his ass ages ago. Yeah, sure. I'm heading right there. Go for it. And Ishgard. Gates of Judgment.
Thou thinkest sanctuary lieth beyond
Well, place not out for my blood at the moment.
illusion, despair, death. Thou shalt find naught else here.
We'll figure it out. Journey north. And the eyes heavensward. Alright. Now that he knows what he plans to do.
The dawn's light will shine again. So long as we have these specious accusations hanging over us, we will struggle to achieve anything. You must go to Ishgard, as Tataru proposed. I will return to Uldar and set things right.
Well, thanks for coming to talk sense into him.
Pray, do not be so hasty, Master Alphinaud.
Lord Orchiffon.
Full well do I understand your desire to clear your names. But now is not the time for drastic action. You yet have allies upon whom you can rely. There is no need to act alone.
Come on. Won't get it through your thick skull yet.
Yes. Yes, of course. Pray forgive my impatience.
I bring tidings. Count Edmond has decreed that the three of you be taken in as wards of House Fortin. Under our patronage, you shall be granted access to the city proper.
Count Edmond is his father.
Pray, consider our manor your new headquarters, from which you may gather information and plan how best to proceed. Needless to say, should any of your missing allies be found, as I am certain they shall, they will of course be welcome to join you there.
You are more than generous, my friend. On behalf of my fellows, I humbly accept your offer of hospitality.
The Count is a good man and just. He will treat you with the kindness and respect that a hero and dear friend deserves.
But we definitely have to go to work. I smell more
Ishgard,
chores.
then. Together.
I smell
There
chores.
we shall carry on the Scion's legacy. There we shall begin anew.
Here, here!
Alright. So our next step, we will go to the Black Shroud and pick up our first over level 50 quest. Or it's 50 and then above. That will send us into the next set of our class quests. And then we will, next time, do this quest and into Ishgard we will go. But for now, let's talk to Senna. Alright, we will go to the Guardian Tree next time. But we will go ahead and go to Brent Branch. So, is things going on at the Brent Branch, at the Guardian Tree, and into Ishgard we will go next time. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you tomorrow for Dragon Quest. Have a good one.